we are going to be making the easiest homemade granola bars. Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. We are going to be making the easiest, most delicious homemade granola bars. If you have been around our channel for any time, you may know that I have been trying to clean up the products in our home. Whether it's food, fragrances, cleaning products, I have just been doing a lot of research and I've really been just trying to clean up all of the products in our home. And with that has come me wanting to move away from processed packaged snacks and food for the kids. So that can be hard because we are a busy family of 7. We have choir and piano and dance and football and gymnastics, and we are spread really thin and we run all over the place. But the main reason I wanted to film this video today was to show you how quick and easy you can make healthy snacks for your family at home. There are a million different recipes and versions on homemade granola bars. You can add in any variety of items that you want in them. You can keep it super ultra clean, a little bit more sweet. There's so many different varieties, but today the purpose of this video is just to show you how simple it is. The kids just went back to school. It is the end of August. They're there all day, and you guys know if you have children, or if you remember when you were growing up, when you get home from school, you are starving. You want a snack so bad. So I've been trying to have more healthy options on hand, and I just thought this would be such a fun recipe to share with all of you. So first of all, I'm going to go over the ingredients that I have really fast. All right, so the very first ingredient is rolled oats. You guys, you don't want still cut. You don't want the instant, quick, easy oats. You want just normal rolled oats. And I have 2.5 cups of oats. I have a cup of peanut butter. And again, you can go as natural and clean and healthy on these ingredients as you want to. Obviously, the better quality ingredients, the better these will be. So a cup of peanut butter, 2/3 a cup of honey, and then we have a teaspoon of vanilla extract, half a teaspoon of salt, and then about half a cup of any chocolate that you want. Most of the time, I like to use mini chocolate chips, but I didn't have those today, and we are just using what we have on hand. So I took some larger, semi-sweet chocolate chips and I just chopped them up so they're a little bit smaller pieces. So I have about a half a cup of chocolate. Now this is a no-bake recipe. However, there are some of the ingredients that are just easier to work with when they're a little bit warmer. So the peanut butter and the honey, I'm going to put those in a pot, put them on low heat, and just get them nice and smooth mixed together so that it's easier to work the other ingredients into them. So we have the peanut butter in there, and now I will just be scooping in the honey as well. And you guys, I'm sure you all know this, but so many of these ingredients have so many incredible health benefits, including the semi-sweet chocolate chips. I didn't know that. I knew that dark chocolate had some health benefits, but semi-sweet chocolate chips have really awesome antioxidants in them as well. Yep, in just a minute you can taste them. Again, you do not need a lot of heat here, just very low heat. It only takes a minute for these things to just warm and melt so they're easier to work with. Okay, like I said, that only took a minute or two to just be nice and smooth and creamy. So now we can add in everything else. And you guys, I'm kind of having a flashback. When I was in college, I lived on peanut butter and honey sandwiches. So this peanut butter and honey in here smells heavenly. So next we're going to take the oats. 2.5 cups of rolled oats. Go ahead and put those in there. Start mixing. And we're also going to do our vanilla, salt, and chocolate. And then just get mixing. You guys, this smells so good. Like I said, there are a million different varieties, recipes, methods. This is what I have found to be the quickest and easiest for my family because it is no bake. You warm up the ingredients on the stovetop, and then this is actually going to go into your freezer to set until they're ready to eat. So it is honestly so simple. There are baked methods though, and there are even so many different ingredients you can add. Nuts, seeds, dried fruit, endless possibilities. Whatever you and your family like, that's what you can add. Now I just have a small baking sheet, you can use whatever size. Mess around with the thickness, the thinness, however you and your family like them. And then some parchment paper. This just makes it easier. Sorry. This makes them easier to remove from the pan and then to cut afterwards when they're fully cooled. Sometimes it can be hard to get up on those edges of the pan to cut straight lines, but if you can lift up your parchment paper and take it out so it's on a flat surface, it makes it a lot easier to cut straight lines for the actual granola bars. So after you have your parchment paper on here, you are just going to dump this granola mixture that smells and looks so good out on your tray. And then this part, you're just gonna work to kind of smooth it out. You do have to work kind of quickly because I have been moving the camera around and stuff. These are starting to solidify a little bit on their own, but you guys, they are so easy. Okay, I changed my mind on the size of pan. I forgot that for the sake of this video, I use the normal recipe, but usually when I make these, I double it because I do have 5 kids. There are 7 people in our family. So for a good thickness, you probably want, this is, I don't know what it is, you guys. So this is an 8x8 glass baking dish. And something I like to do is to grab a measuring cup, and it can help you smooth these out and flatten it into the corners. Now that they are all flattened, pressed, and smoothed out, they will go into the freezer for about an hour. Okay, I know I said you can freeze those for an hour, but you honestly don't have to do it that long. Obviously, the longer they freeze, the more firm they are to work with when you're cutting them. And then I like to get a little fancy and drizzle some melted chocolate to make stripes over the top. It just adds something a little more fun, and it really makes them look pretty professional. Even though they are not, they are so simple. One of my favorite things about this recipe is I almost always have all the ingredients on hand to make these. There's nothing too crazy, like an obscure ingredient that we don't ever really use. So that makes this really, really simple and easy to do. So now we just wait for them to come out of the freezer, and when they're done, we'll cut them and drizzle some chocolate on top. And a half hour is plenty. So just gonna pull that parchment paper right out of the baking dish. Be careful with this because it was in the freezer. You don't want it to like drastically change temperature fast or it will crack. So careful, just set this aside. And now that you have it removed from the baking dish, you can pull the parchment paper down. And then you have space to cut it without running into the pan. I like to do them, oh you guys, a half hour was plenty. I like to cut them about an inch though, so like an inch by 4 inches is usually about a good size. And honestly, it's not this hard to cut through it. I just have, Cody and I got these knives when we got married. Our 12-year anniversaries this year, so they're a little old. So you can see I cut them long ways this way, about 1 inch, and then just cut that in half, so it's about 4 inches long, about this size. And then you guys, these should last up to 2 weeks if you keep them in like an airtight container. You can keep them in the fridge or like on the counter or in the cupboard, whichever you prefer. I find that especially now while it's still hot, that they're good to have chilled, cold out of the fridge. They kind of just taste better.
I know, not in it.
Hey, do you like being all alone with mommy, or do you miss your sister?
I want to miss you.
You like being alone with me? It has been fun, huh?
And we all then go to the library.
We are. So I have those cut nicely. It makes 10 granola bars. Do you want to taste this little edge that mommy just cut off?
Oh yeah.
Tell me what you think of it. Here, slide in here. Tell mommy what you think about it.
Being alone with you.
You like being alone with me? Is this yummy though? What does it taste like?
I ate chocolate.
It tastes like chocolates?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Taste it.
It's so good, huh?
And taste it.
Guys.
The chocolate one at the store.
So good, right? So good. All right, now to finish the these off. This obviously isn't like a vital step. This is totally optional. And like I said, use what you have on hand. There's really no wrong way to do these. I wanted to just do a little chocolate drizzle over the top of them though. And all I had left was some white chocolate. So we are going to do a little white chocolate drizzle over them. What, honey? Are we eating them for dinner? No. Okay, so there you have it. Homemade granola bars in between cleaning the house, running around. They are so simple to make, so quick, and you guys, they truly are delicious. Far better than any store-bought granola bar that you can buy. So super happy about these. And you guys, please let me know if you try these, if you try different variations, let me know. Let me know how you like them, how your kids like them, and I hope you have a great day. Bye!
Thank you for watching, guys.
Woo! Oh, mommy's nose itches.
I'm coming.
Oh, hang on one second.